Hello and welcome to another Super Hondas video. This, I hope, will be the third and final one in this series where we're going to get this car zipped back together. I've got Alec here again, who's working on my car for me, and we hopefully have got all the right parts this time, and we'll have it back on the road and see how she drives. Let's get on with it. And in preparation for this final phase of this, I've got a lot of bolts, nuts, washers, etc. here, ready for the application of the new braided brake lines. So I'm not going to take these fully out of the box, but you can have a look at those. I've gone for the black ones, so they're close to the originals, but they are braided with stainless steel fittings at each end, so they're going to last forever then. So we're going to replace again the Banjo washers. These are OEM Honda ones, so I've got enough to go all round again. Annoying that we've used some before, but hey, and also these that need to go all round when we put the new braided brake lines on. Now the biggest problem we had before was the tie rod ends, and here's the originals here. They're castle nuts, split pins, etc. We got these, and I think I showed you these on the video before, and the shank is basically too long. So the shank for that goes through the hub is too long. So we couldn't fit them, we couldn't tighten them up. They were sticking out. So after a lot of trouble, I finally got hold of these, which is a set of Beck Arnley ones, and nice to see that they are made in Japan and they feel like quality. Now the shank is correct length, we've got proper castle nuts and all the other bits that go with it, the nut that goes onto the tie rod itself, so we can replace those, and obviously a split pin as well to secure it. So I'm looking forward to getting those on. So in the previous video, you'll remember that I repainted a lot of parts here to freshen them up. And somebody did point out that the suspension or the shocks seemed to be leaking because there was a lot of oily substance around here. Well, I've cleaned those up. I know what it was. It was Lanagard. When the Lanagard, basically, it seals in, stops rust on the inner side of the car, and someone had got overzealous with it, and it was the suspension components. At the same time, some of the other components here I've repainted. Haven't had them off, I've just painted them in sisu, and that has freshened a lot of things up under here, so that'll preserve it going forward. Not being able to do everything, but it's a lot better than it was, and I'm looking forward to getting this all back together. And just when we thought it was going to go perfectly well, in topping up the oil, we've discovered that the seal around the half shaft is leaking. We think it's a seal anyway, so we're going to have to remove it again and see what's going on. So luckily I kept the old half shaft, and this is the one that we've just taken back off the car, the replacement. What's the measurement there? 35, about 35. The old one here, well, that's substantially larger, 37.85. The shaft itself is exactly the same measurement, I've just checked that, but this measurement where it goes into the seal in the gearbox, that's the problem, and that's why it's been leaking. So we're going to have to put the old one back on for now, and we'll deal with it another time. The move of the brake lines is being a little bit frustrated by the fact that we've got coilovers on the car. If it had been the original part, then it would have been easy to get to the bolts to undo them. It's a bit I always worry about, you know, the old brake line just turning and snapping or fracturing. Looking at this old brake line that we're taking off, I don't know whether you can see that. You can just see some corrosion on the seat. So with brand new lines, that's going to seal really well. I think the washers look, well, they'll just crush into the void anyway, won't they?
Yeah, this is that caliper with the grooves in them.
Now it's the other side, mate. Useful little tool, that, isn't it? Replacement for the acetylene torch. You wouldn't be able to do that without the heat, would you?
Yeah, the union's gone rusty.
Yeah.
Around the pipe, and you've got all that wax on it.
So now examining the brake line that came off on the offside, and there is actually a cut in it, so I'm so glad that we replaced these. Again, the face of the seat, they're quite pitted. So hopefully this is going to seal up properly this time, and we're not going to have any problems with it leaking. So unfortunately now we're going to have to put the original half shaft back in. I'm going to try and source another one. So I've got an idea I might be able to get off somebody in the UK, might be able to supply me with a decent one, and we'll have to go again on that. But for now, the original is back in. And now with the new correct tie rod ends added and made secure, we can now get on with the business of removing the brake lines from the front near side hub, detaching from the caliper, and also the knuckle bracket for adding new components and zipping back up. So now that's this side front done, the other one's done off camera. New tie rod ends, new bolts, everything renewed, zipped up and ready to go. Another day, another debacle. Unfortunately, this caliper will not seat the new Banjo Bolt. New washers, we've tried several different types of washers. There seems to be a problem with the surface or the seating of the bolt. You can see grooves in it there. It seems to be seating only on one side, so it's almost like there's a fault with the caliper. So I've got another caliper that actually needs refurbishing, so I'm going to get that done, and hopefully that's going to cure the problem. A lot of people, when they take older components off a car, they throw them away. I never do if I can possibly store it, and I would say that that is a good rule of thumb to follow. Here's the one that we took off the car, and if you look now in the daylight at the contact point for the Banjo washers, you can see how grooved that is. Now we suspect that's been remanufactured at the wrong angle. This was one that I got from Rock Auto in the States, and it was remanufactured. Now here's the one that came off the car, and I think it's the original caliper. And yes, okay, it's slightly rusty on the contact point, but there's no grooves there, and I think when this is cleaned up and repainted the same colour as the silver one over there, then I think it should have no problems being sealed up with proper crush washers. I just think that when this was remanufactured, that surface there was cut at an angle that's probably outside of the tolerance that the washers can actually compensate for. So that's it. We're going to have to wrap up now. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to finish this because of the leaking caliper. We're going to have to come back again. Hope you enjoyed the video and the torture that we're going through. And if you haven't subscribed before and you love watching people toil over problems with cars, then carry on watching. Like the video and share with friends. Thanks for watching.